They say, and I've heard people say, you have to spend money to make money. Let me repeat that again. You have to spend money to make money. And it appears that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers spent the money in the right place. It appears that bringing in Tom Brady was probably one of the top 3 sports investments any team has made in the last year. Now, I remember when this transaction went through, I remember thinking, this is great because Tom Brady is going to be going to a team with all these weapons. I mean, let's face it. Jameis Winston passed for 5,000 yards in Tampa Bay. So they had great weapons there, which New England was depleted. Tom Brady was so smart to get out of there. If he was in New England this year, maybe they win 2 or 3 more games than what Cam Newton won. But I would have felt sorry for Tom because behind that offensive line that I seen Cam standing behind, he would have been getting hurt this year. It would have been embarrassing to see Tom Brady behind that line. Tampa Bay, great investment. You put your money up. You spent money to make money on the best that ever did it in a lot of people's eyes. Now, I heard that, I read somewhere and I saw on a lot of sports talk shows that when Tom Brady, when he first became a part of the team, they asked him what he wanted. What do you want, Tom? You want this? You want that? You want the playbook? You want to put some of your... He said, no, give me the numbers of everybody on the football team. I want to give every one of them a call. What did that do? That set a tone right away that I'm going to call the Tom Brady effect. He called every player on the team and let them know that I'm here and I'm ready to work. He was setting up his work ethic with those guys. He's been there 9 times already to the Super Bowl. He knows what it takes to get there. He knew that Tampa Bay was very, very close, had the weaponry. All he had to do is bring it all together, and he was able to do that this year. When I watched the game tonight versus Green Bay, I watched Tom Brady as he was at the end of the game when there was 35 or 40 seconds left. I started to see a lot of the Tampa Bay players celebrating, smiling, being happy. I really never saw Tom do that. And I really believe the reason why he didn't celebrate is because he was trying to communicate to the guys that, hey, we still have work to do. We still got work to do. There's no, we'll go home tonight, we'll clap a little bit, but we got to wake up in the morning and get ready to work. I'm sure Tom Brady's already watching tape on Kansas City. Tom Brady effect. When he walked in the room, those guys believed in him. I can imagine. His record, his playoff record, his Super Bowl, getting teams to the championship, speaks for itself. When he came on the team, guys felt like, hey, we got a chance to go to the Super Bowl now. We have Tom Brady. Guys believe in him. His work ethic and discipline makes other guys around him, guys that normally wouldn't shut up, normally wouldn't be unselfish. He makes those guys unselfish because they know if they shut their mouths and just do what he wants, they got a good chance of making it to the mountaintop, the Super Bowl. Now, last year, in 2019, Jameis Winston passed for 5,109 yards in the 16-game schedule. He threw 33 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. Tom Brady this year, regular season, he threw for 4,633, so about 500 yards less than Jameis. He threw 40 touchdowns, so he threw 7 more touchdowns than Jameis did. And he threw 12 interceptions, which is 18 interceptions less than what Jameis Winston threw in the same amount of games. What does this tell me? First of all, that's 18 less possessions that other teams had against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that they gave to them. So that tells me that when Jameis was on the team, he threw the ball to the other team 18 more times than what Tom did. So that's 18 more possessions that other teams had the ball. Tom Brady is smart enough to know that, look, I don't always have to win the game. There's games where we're playing against a great defense. And, there's going to be times where the big play is not going to be there. The offense is not going to be, clicking. We're not going to be able to get the ball deep. I'm going to have to take the check downs. They're going to shut our receivers down. We're not going to be scoring points. He knew that it's okay to punt the ball. Sometimes Tom knows that my job is not going to be to throw 5 touchdowns. It's going to be to protect the ball and not lose the game. He can play either way. He can play in that type of situation where it's, hey, punt back and forth game, and I'm just going to, take a sack, or I'm going to throw the ball away and we're going to punt the ball, play field position because they have a great defense. Or he can play a wide open, he can play a wide open shootout type of game. He can play either way. Another great thing about Tom Brady is that his mind, his mind, what he knows. There's nothing that a defensive coordinator can throw at him that he hasn't seen before. There's nothing that they can throw at him. So not only is he a great, he was a great investment as far as his passing ability. He was also a great investment because he's going to get you into the right play. He's going to keep the offense in the right play. He's going to help the linemen out because he's always going to be able to recognize the blitz packages, and he's going to get them into the right blitz pickups. He knows what calls to make. So he's valuable there. So this is like I said, Tom Brady this year was probably the best investment that a team has made. He's got his team to the championship. He has the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in position to win a championship. He's there for the 10th time. Once again, you got to spend money to make money. They laid it on the line this year. And like I said, I was very impressed. I was just watching Tom, and I looked at his mannerisms. His mannerisms, if I was to read what he was trying to say by not really being very celebratory, he was saying, look, we got work to do. We got a lot of work to do here. We haven't won anything yet. I'm not happy yet. Yeah, we won the NFC Championship, but so what? Until we get another ring, none of it matters. Because the only thing that's going to matter is winning first place when it comes down to it. So that's just a little bit about what I saw today with Tom Brady. Going to his 10th Super Bowl, 6 rings already, chance to win 7. Amazing. He's one of the top investments that a sports organizations could have made this year. Got Tampa Bay to the Super Bowl. Thanks for listening. Post a comment down there of what you think of what I talked about here. I'm interested to hear what you say. Peace. Enjoy some football.